Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. There's a website for Chris Ann if I can focus it on there. chris-ann.com, it's Ann with an E. So if you see it down here, feel free to freeze frame if you need to or want to. Supportive Oracle Cards, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle Cards by Colette Baron Reed. There's also websites for Colette, if I can focus it here. ColetteBaronReed.com. There's also some couple other ones down below, so if you want to freeze frame and check any of that out, of course, feel free to check out their stuff. Whew, okay. What do we have for Capricorn? Wow. Like, this looks good. Is this good? There's one at the bottom. Push, like, there's... Okay. There's a face down card, and I'm really... What is it? Ooh. Now, this doesn't have to be romance, so take it with a grain of salt. For you especially, this could be a very, very good business opportunity. Doesn't have to be romance. Take it with a grain of salt. Let's try to figure it out as we go. We got this. We also got the Two of Cups showing up. We got the Lovers showing up. We got the Sun card showing up. We got a lot of good cards coming in here for you. Something is coming towards you. There's information where this something that's really good. We got the Queen of Cups showing up too. Nine of Cups. A lot of good energy coming forward for you. The thing is, I see you sitting back and going, I'll think about it. Which I don't think is bad. I'm not saying anything is bad. But don't wait yourself out of a good situation. Just, if you don't want it, you don't want it. You don't want it, then you don't want it. Thing is, I don't feel that with this. I feel like I'm not sure about it yet. And I feel like I'm just sitting back and kind of just considering, and I'm not really moving on anything. Your first impression will be the right impression. Okay. So, the Two of Wands shows up for you. Because I'm like, I know you're Earth, right? You're not going to make quick, rational, you're not going to just jump on things. It's just not usual for Capricorn just to go, what, that's available? Okay, I'll just take it. It's not usual for Capricorn. But I am getting your first impression is the correct one. So if you like it, start working on proving to yourself if it's true or if it's not. And if you like it and you're like, you can prove to yourself it's good, go with it. Just start moving, even like if it's baby steps, just kind of like move towards it, try to prove if it's good or not. If you don't like it, and you're just like not sure you want to walk away from it yet, but you're like, I don't know if I really like this, doesn't really seem like my thing, but I'm not really sure I want to walk away from it just yet. Work on proving it. Is it really bad? Do you really want it? Like, the things that you don't like, or if it's, in fact, if it's just like a feeling, like it's just, I don't know, I just don't feel right about it. Do a little bit of research on it. Just a little bit. Check it out online. Try to search things out. See if you know people in common that know more about the situation. Whatever you got to do, if you got to take a little trip and just go look at things. Prove to yourself one way or the other your initial feeling. Like, look for the truth. You're going to look for the truth. Like if you think it's good and you think it's good for this reason, let's go see if that reason holds water. You know what I'm saying? If you think it's bad and you think it's bad, you're just not really sure. I just don't feel right about it. Do a little more deeper research, random research, just define it better so you can see if that's true or not. Because I feel like whatever it is, it feels like it's really good. But if you start moving in the sense of like just proving it, just gathering information, I'm not committed to anything yet, I'm just gathering information. If you just move forward gathering information, this will start moving forward in the appropriate way, and then you'll actually make a choice. The thing is with stagnation, it just, if you're holding it to the side and you're not making a choice, even if it's not for you, it blocks other possibilities for you. It's kind of like, this isn't, like, if you're not going to keep it, it's just kind of hanging out here. Like, it's like a big block. It's like, if I have a stone, it's like if you have this here, right? It's like there's a lot going on behind it, but you can see somewhat of what's going on behind it, but it's blocking your view. And while that's holding on here, it's just kind of like, it's just, it's just becoming maybe more and more and more and more of a problem. It's just blocking possibilities. So if you don't want it, that's cool, but we need to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But if you do want it, just having it hang out there, by the time you want to choose it, it may not still be in your realm of claiming it. You know what I'm saying? Or it could have diminished value. It's kind of like you want that sandwich and it's sitting on the counter. 3 days go by and it might not be quite that good anymore. Especially if they had, something that would spoil on it, some type of dairy or meat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, you leave it on the counter for 3 days. Maybe you would have originally wanted it, but if it's after it's been sitting out on the counter for 3 days, probably not so much. Okay, that's good. The choice. We need the choice. We definitely need the choice. And they're saying you don't have to make a quick choice. We just gotta, if you just commit to I'm going to research and find out if I really want this or not. That's all it takes, which is like a simple internet search or just talking to a couple friends about, hey, I was looking at this, what do you think about that? Or if it is a romance thing, this person, do you know about them? Do you know anybody else about them? Can you become friends with them on some type of social media? Can you see, when you go on social media, it's not just about what somebody posts, but I don't know how this is going to sound, but I'll say it. Sometimes you got to look and see how they're responding to other people's posts if you're able to, and just see what comments or lack of comments they're having. Sometimes you can learn a lot about that too. Take that where you want to take that. Because this is trying to come forward to you. They said the Knight of Swords. Information is coming towards you. You're just it's coming towards you very, very quickly. Very expressively. There's a lot of expression. There's a lot of speed coming in with it. There's a lot of positive energy coming in with it, but it might be a little bit too much for your liking in the beginning. It might be a little bit too intense to start, which may make you uncomfortable. It doesn't mean the situation is bad, but it's just kind of it's just very, just boom, right in your face, and you're like, oh, okay, hold on. It's kind of like somebody pushing your favorite dessert right in your face. You're like, listen, I like that, but don't shove it down my throat for me, thank you. I don't need you to, I don't want it all over my face. Don't push it in my face. All right, I love that dessert, but, just don't throw it at me. What are you doing? It's kind of like that type of feeling. Oh, all right, I like it, but come on, calm down. Because it's like hot, cold. They come forward very strong. I feel like your knee-jerk reaction is going to be oh, even though it's not bad, you're going to be okay, that's too much. So then they recoil and they hold back. The Queen of Cups is great for having self-control and holding things back. Oh, that's too much for you, so I'm just going to I'm going to shut it down and just keep it to myself. What I'm feeling, I'm just going to back off. But whatever this is, and it could be a business opportunity, it still wants you to be a part of it. Whoever this is, be it romance, be it business, whatever it is, they still want you to be a part of this. They're still interested, but they're oh, I think I offended the Capricorn. That's not going to work well. That's not going to work for this situation. If I offend the Capricorn, they're not going to want to be a part of this, so I have to calm down. I have to back off. They wanted me to back off. They asked me to calm down. They asked me to back off. So I'll do that, and I'll just wait for them to say something. So, literally, they're stepping back and they're waiting for your next move because they're oh, I think I offended them. So if I just sit down and wait, I have my best chance of them liking me again or being open to this again. But I have to wait for them to give me the signal. They might be literally stepping back and waiting for the signal. The way it started off, though, that might be one of the reasons that you're holding back, because you're I didn't like the intensity, and I don't want to start that up again. It's not it's the worst thing in the world, but I don't want that level of intensity coming back. Through your own means, however it works for you, explain that to this person or situation. I like things to come forward in small steps. I like to get to know the situation. I want to get to know it before I commit to it. I need to get more information. I want to slowly get to know how this works and how works. And when I feel confident with it, then we can go a little farther. But I want it to go in gradual levels. I don't want to start out at level 10. When I start out, I want to get an introduction, go to level 1, get used to level 1. Once I'm used to that, go to level 2. Once I'm used to level 2, go to level 3. Once I'm used to that, I got all this down, level 4, and so on. I don't want things to just jump, bam, right to 10. I don't want that. All you have to do is explain it. Whatever's coming in, it's either pass or fail. I'm getting that too. The death card with the small steps. What is this person? The camel boy? It's just about communicating what you want. It does feel like pass or fail. I feel like it's either yes, we're going to do it and we're slowly going to get into it, or no, and I'm going to walk on. Just don't let it linger in your way if you don't want it. That's all. There's a danger here of the block. The block is a problem. This situation could end up in a block if you don't persevere past it. I'm getting like you got the either or. Either persevere past it, keep it moving in some respect, even if it's slowly, it'll still be fine, or you're going to block something and you're going to cause yourself a block that you really don't want. The situation, though, they are saying it is really good. The Sun card pops out. I love this card. It's my favorite card. In most tarot decks, I like the Sun card the best because it's talking about everything matching up perfectly. You might just have to educate this situation or person how you like things done and what's comfortable for you, and I feel like it will mold to your liking. It will just kind of go and kind of like, because it wants you to be a part of it, it'll try to conform to what you want as much as it can, which that's the Sun card working in. The boundaries are actually very good. I feel like whatever the situation is, it seems to thrive with the boundaries you set, because your boundaries are not meant to be cruel or mean or manipulative. There's nothing like that here. It's just simply setting up a structure that's comfortable for you. Everything will work out. The boundaries actually work that you set. You just got to set the boundaries. I feel like whatever you're dealing with thrives with the boundaries you set, because they're good boundaries. They're good boundaries. It's not like I'm trying to, tie somebody to the bed so they can't do anything. I don't know if I should have used that analogy. But I'm just trying to be like, it's like when you have kids, you're like, don't go out front, don't go near the road, stay where I can see you, make sure you're in earshot so if I call you, you can come home. You keep an eye on things. You just want things to where you can keep them under control, to where if something goes a little wonky, some strange animal wanders into the yard, doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but you can keep an eye on it, like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? I have visual connection. I can decide what I want to happen next. Nothing's going crazy or off the rails. We're not running and playing in the road where I have to worry about cars coming down and mowing down my kids. Like, they stay in the backyard, they stay away from the road. I don't have to worry about that, and as long as they're in my eyesight while I'm doing dishes or whatever I'm doing, maybe I'm doing bills at the back window, and there's a window looking out back, like, I can look up every now and then and make sure people are where they're supposed to be. I know nobody's in danger. That's pretty much how your rules are going. Like, they're just rational, safety, good rules. They're not like, stand in that corner and don't breathe. And don't look at me. And don't say a sound. Just exist there until I want you to deal with you. You're not doing things like that. You know what I mean? You're not like, like making a kid stay inside away from the doors because I can't trust you to even answer the door, so don't even turn on turn on the TV because I got things to do. If you want to do anything, read a book. It's not like that type of rule. I hope that makes sense. It will move forward with a little bit of work. You just got to immediately put in a little bit of work, just a little bit of research, just to keep this from getting stuck. As long as it doesn't get stuck, I think this will be great. Again, naturally, if you decide this is not for you, that's fine, but moving on. It's pass or fail. If you don't want it, cool, that's fine, but moving on. Get it out of your way. Don't let it, like I showed this before, like don't let it become like this block to where there's other things going on here, but you can't see it. Like maybe I'm here like that. Like you can partially see what's going on here, but it just keeps getting in your way, and it's just kind of like blocking other possibilities. We don't need that. If you don't want this, that's cool. Just get rid of it. That's all. Anything else? All right. I think we're set. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.